What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Triple Money Event Week as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is for July 27th through August 2nd, 2023. In terms of new content for this week, there's nothing new this week, which isn't surprising as we just got new content last week. But remember that we only have 3 drip feed vehicles left for the entire DLC, which we should receive our next drip feed vehicle on August 17th, which is when the GTA Plus benefits change. But anyways, the current prize ride for this week is the Ocelot Ardent. This vehicle is primarily based on the X180 Lotus Esprit and has a normal price of 1.15 million. To get this vehicle for free, you have to get first place in an LS Car Meet Series race for 3 days in a row. In regards to performance, this car is in the Sports Classics class and used to not be available to choose in races. However, Rockstar did make it raceable with the Drug Wars DLC back in December. And for those of you who don't know, this car is a top 5 performing Sports Classics car, and it's a very easy and smooth car to drive. Plus it has some decent customization. I've always felt it's a little bit overpriced at over 1.1 mil, so I would definitely recommend trying to get it off the prize ride this week. Continuing to the test drive vehicles for this week, we have the Raiden, the GP1, and the Strider as well. And all 3 of these were in fact removed website cars, so definitely make sure to pick them up this week if you've been wanting one. And for current gen console users, we have the HSW Divest 8 as the HSW test ride vehicle for this week. Continuing to the casino podium vehicle, we have the Jester Classic. So this vehicle is primarily based on the legendary Mark IV Supra and has a normal price of just under 800,000. In regards to performance, this car is in a sports class and has pretty average performance around the pace of the OG Carbonizare, so not crazy fast, but still decently quick. This thing has great customization, however it unfortunately has the annoying slow handling flags which makes it go slower over bumps, so do keep that in mind. But obviously if you can spin the wheel and win it, it's definitely worth it. In terms of the dealership cars for this week, for luxury autos we have the recently added Monstrosity and the Neo as well, and the Neo was indeed a removed website car. Continuing to Simeons, we have the Growler, which has the limited time Kasama graffiti livery, plus we have the RT3000, the Monroe, the PR4, and the BR8 as well. However, none of these were removed website cars, so keep that in mind. Moving on to the discounts, in terms of property discounts, we have 30% off the Eclipse Boulevard Garage, which is basically 5 10-car garages in one and stores 50 cars total. Next up, we have 30% off select Avenger upgrades, which are the thruster upgrade, the front machine guns, and the missiles as well, but there is no discount on the Avenger itself, only those 3 upgrades. Moving on to vehicle discounts, we have 30% off the GP1 from the test ride, which again was a removed website car. So this one's in the supercar class and normally costs over 1.2 million, which honestly, even at its normal price, I still have always thought it's a great deal considering you're buying a car that's based on the legendary McLaren F1, and the fact that you can now get it well under $1 million with this discount, I think it's an absolute steal. Plus it has tons of customization, an exclusive interior, and a nicely detailed engine model as well. Now sadly it is one of the slower cars in the class in terms of track performance, but honestly I don't think it matters too much. It's still an amazing car for the money. Next up we have 30% off the PR4. So this car is significantly slower than the BR8, so I would only recommend buying it if maybe you're looking to build a race car garage or something like that, but otherwise I would hold off because it's still a very expensive car regardless. And lastly, onto the Southern San Andreas website, we have 25% off the recently added Monstrosity. So this vehicle is in the off-roads class and is currently the king for track performance with the HSW upgrades, and even without HSW, it's still in top 5 for most tracks for the off-roads class. Just an absolute beast of a vehicle with great handling, customization, and of course a money tech on top of everything. Arguably the best vehicle from the entire DLC. Highly recommend this one if you don't own it already. Moving on to the gun van weapons. Now a lot of you guys were saying the gun van section of this series is not all that useful since most of you already own all the rare weapons, so So definitely let me know your feedback down below in the comments before I remove the section for next week's event week video. But anyways, for this week, possibly one last time, we have the machete, tactical SMG, advanced rifle, heavy pistol, marksman rifle, military rifle, regular knife, and the machine pistol as well. In terms of unlocks, if you win a Rockstar created open wheel, hot ring circuit, and street race this week, you'll unlock the Dark Manor racing suit. Continuing to triple money, we have triple money NRP on ISI classic races, special vehicle stunt races, open wheel races, street series races, and pursuit series races as well. Plus, we have triple LS Carmi rep on street and pursuit series races this week, which is pretty good. And for double money, we have double money NRP on the junk energy time trials that were added last week. Now, these normally pay about 50,000, so with double money, you're gonna get over 100,000 for only 2 minutes of your time. And remember that these change daily, meaning once every real life day. So this will be a great moneymaker this week, especially since you don't even need to own the bicycle to participate in it. And lastly, for the time trials, this week's normal time trial is coast to coast. I highly recommend a car with a high top speed or quick bike for that one. For the premium race this week, we have the Supercar Race Congestion Charge. I highly recommend the Devest 8, LM87, Emirates, or Krieger for this race. And if you're on current gen, I highly recommend using the HSW Devest 8. And lastly, for current gen console users, the HSW Time Trials Pacific Bluffs. As always, the HSW Hakachu Drag will be the best one for these. In terms of my vehicle discount pick of the week, I'm going to have to go with the Progen GP1 due to it being a removed website car and having a discount on top of that. Plus the details I mentioned earlier, it's just a fantastic overall car that I think is an absolute steal at under $1 million. But anyways guys, hope this was helpful. Overall, this event week is not all that great in terms of discounts. I mean, only 3 vehicles on sale this week, not really all that great. Usually Rockstar does like 4, 5, 6, just depending. At least we did get a property discount on sale this week, even though the Eclipse Boulevard Garage most people own already. And then the Avenger, they gave us discounts on the some of the upgrades for it, but not the actual Avenger itself. Just really strange. But the rest of the event week, I mean, sort of okay. They kind of repeated a lot of the triple money stuff from last week. I really wish they would have given us triple also on normal sun races. They haven't done yet. It's kind of strange, but yeah, at least we could still make some decent money in racing this week. I guess that's still the theme for this event week. But anyways, guys, again, hope you enjoyed. Hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.